So I feel like service helps me to be in touch with the rest of the world.
I serve because it really puts my faith in practice.
The goal of it is to bring awareness and providing an opportunity for people who may not know otherwise what is going on out in the world.
I serve because I feel like what I have isn't mine, and I have a duty to share with other people, whether it's my strength, my money, my time.
But serving because I genuinely love people like Jesus loved them.
An outlet for people to really give. I think people want to, they just don't know how.
Growing up, I always wanted to play safe. I felt like my heart grew harder as I grew older rather than softer. Going on youth course gives me the opportunity to actually repent from the hardness of my heart that I've developed over the years.
I think it kind of burst my bubble. It's in a way where I'm like, wow, this is eye-opening. Like, poverty is actually real.
And so I think it really changed my perspective, being like, actually, life is temporary, and these things that I worry about, I don't need to worry about.
But it's like, this is the world. Like, this is not uncommon, and it's so needed. We need to be sitting there. We need to see it, because if we're not seeing it, then we're just avoiding it. We're pretending it's not there.
The whole point of this 2-week trip is not just to have an impact on the community, which it does have, but also just to have an impact on the participants there, on their spiritual walk with God.
And we met one woman who lived at the very top of this cliff, and she was freezing cold. It was so cold up there. And one of the volunteers, she took off her coat and gave it to this woman, and another volunteer took off her shoes and gave it to this woman. She was just wearing flip-flops. And I think it was just incredibly moving to hear about how she'd lost her whole family and her children in this earthquake, and she was the only one left. And just to see the hearts behind the volunteers, the people I was with, and how they really gave, like, off their very own back to her.
This one young man who was in the program, who's now, getting his high school degree and going off to college, and like is going to make a difference. And I think it's when you see the continual investment that it's like, wow, this is making an impact. Someone in the community is making it, is actually coming back to the community to share how hope made a difference.
I was just asking God, why don't you help them? Why aren't you doing anything? And then I realized He could ask me the exact same question. Why aren't you doing anything? I gave you so much. Why aren't you giving? You can change the world. You can change these people's lives too.
I think it truly changes you. I think it really puts you in uncomfortable situations, and that's a good thing. I think it pushes your boundaries. It helps you to see the world through a different lens, through a different perspective. Helps you it's such a good heart check. I always say that. I think I constantly my heart needs to be tested, because it can just get so comfortable. It can get so complacent.
My heart can really just hurt for people in this world. And I think serving is a great way in which to put that feeling into practice.